Good day, Tamers. Welcome back to another episode with me, Get Swiftly. Today, we'll be tackling the Blackguards of 2022. So, we're going to jump straight in with BT7. Not a lot here really happened. We did get access to hybrids for the first time. That didn't hybrid very well. No level 3 searcher, no level 5, and a chunky level 6. We did get part of the what's going to be the Alphamon deck with the Dora line. Quite an interesting set of cards, but again, not necessarily a full deck ready to punch anyone in the head. We did get access to the first sets of Dark Knight stuff, Skull Knight, Dark Knight, and Deadly Axemon. Kind of some interesting cards, lots of searching going on, very cheap costs, but not a lot of gameplay. Primary Boost is probably the coolest thing out of this set, which is on play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, play 1 4 cost or less, and trash the rest. Oh, Kota also turned up in this set too. BT8 showed up with Black War Greymon, probably the best thing from this stuff as well, besides having Oryu and maybe Mr. Yuji. Everything else in this set didn't really have much playtime. The Agumon Searchers was pretty cool, but not really seen too much. The Greymon gave an option for control, and the Metal Greymon gave a slap to the back of anyone's head who wasn't paying attention for half a second. EX2 turned up and essentially gave us Kazu. Everything else in this set was not necessarily needed for black in any way, shape or form. BT9 turned up and gave us the X-Antibody stuff for this deck. Now, for the most part, black didn't really receive much support here for Black War Greymon. It did take essentially the red stuff and use it as its own, although we did get access to a new Alphamon that slaps ass, man, he slaps. We also got access to Galmon, which gave a much-needed aggressive side to Black War Greymon. With having Blitz, Digivolve, Reboot, and Secret Attack +1, keywords are your key phrase. We also got access to Kongu, which essentially is a floodgate for not allowing your opponents to attack with anything less than a level 5, as well as having the Uruken mode for Alphamon, turning games into slapfests for the fun of it. BT10 turned up and gave us a few new options with the X-Hearts, Twilight, and Blue Flare crew. We did get a Spider-Man here to help with the Ragnarlord structure deck, but unfortunately, nothing's going to help that deck. Ragnarlord being a super awesome card, while the rest of the deck sort of drowns its own self-worth. Spider-Man being a cool card that gives reboot, and then we got access to the Twilight versions of Skull Knightmon and Dark Knightmon, with having access to Mighty Axe mode as well as Dark Knightmon and Dark Knightmon X. Nini also grants them all blocker. We got the Critical Arm mode for Justimon, showing us that we are going to be cycling this deck like we do with Sakuyamon, as well as getting access to Gankumon X Antibody, who is the chaddest of chads. Oh, and a golden Alphamon card. EX3 turned up and gave us the rest of Commandron Core. We now have a fully fledged pure Commandron deck, which, to be fair, is fairly interesting and quite cool. We do also have the other half of the Dragonlance deck, which hasn't really done much in the meta, but on the other hand, is also quite the cool deck. That is the year of 2022 in a nutshell for black. Nothing really happened for the first 6 months. Alphamon turned up, slapped a few people, got a restriction, and then EX3 turned up. So, hope you guys have had a fantastic year in black, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for some purple. Yes, this was a shorter video, just because I thought black was kind of a weird set that didn't really do much for itself. But purple, it had some things. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out and goodbye.